Hello, I'm Natalie Dormer, and this is 21st Century London. London's rich history can be traced back 2,000 years, but there was one significant event that took place 500 years ago that led to the transformation of England and the world we live in today. Henry VIII was crowned King of England. To celebrate the 500th anniversary of Henry's coronation, Britain pulled out all the stops, with special events and exhibitions around a king who transformed England to one of the most powerful nations in Europe. So come with me and let's take a look.
His Majesty the King!
History books tell us much about Henry VIII as king, but what about the man? Let's go and meet Dr. Andrea Clark, co-curator of the King Henry VIII exhibition at the British Library, to see some extraordinary personal items of one of the most influential monarchs of England. So where shall we start?
Well, I think we should start at the beginning with this portrait of a very young and perhaps quite unrecognisable Henry.
And how old is Henry here?
He's about 21, 22. We think it was painted about 4 years into his marriage to Catherine of Aragon.
How is our daughter?
She has exceptional talents, especially in music.
And Natalie, what we've got here is his own music manuscript, one of his own compositions called Pastime of Good Company.
I've always been incredibly impressed with how accomplished Henry was in wide plethora of areas.
Yes, this is manuscript from Henry's own library, and it's a treatise on hunting and hawking, which was another one of Henry's great passions.
He adored the sport, didn't he?
He did, hunting daily from dawn to dusk, wearing out a number of horses in the course of a day's hunting.
There are beautiful illustrations in there. I particularly like the otters.
Who are you?
Anne Boleyn.
Well, Natalie, I think that this is a lady who you will recognise.
Indeed, this would be the infamous and mightily wronged second wife of Henry VIII, Anne Boleyn, would it not?
Correct.
I hear you have a very special item that I'm very excited about, a particular letter?
We do. It's just over here in this case, and it's one of the love letters that Henry wrote to Anne Boleyn. He writes that the proofs of your affection are such that they constrain me ever truly to honour, love and serve you.
And look, he's drawn a little heart between the letters H and R.
He is committing himself to her, promising to do whatever it takes to marry her.
I want a divorce, and you will get one for me.
Setting himself and England on a collision course with Rome and the papacy.
What of this girl, this Putain, the king's whore? Why doesn't someone just get rid of her?
And I believe the Vatican had this letter.
Correct. It's more than likely that this and another 16 very passionate love letters were smuggled as red-hot evidence against Henry VIII.
I will never agree to be judged by the Pope in this matter. He can do what he likes in Rome, I'll do what I like here.
What was Henry's argument?
Well, Henry realised that the only way he would get a divorce was by breaking with Rome. And this is an arsenal of research notes simulating the arguments.
This is incredible. This is actually the king's annotation.
He was able to grapple with these very complex Latin legal texts, selecting the evidence that he thought would best support his case.
This book is a book for me, and for all kings.
So, Andrea, after the upheaval of the break with Rome and the death of Anne Boleyn, what's next for Henry?
Well, we're actually looking at the map of the Cornish coastline here. Henry and Cromwell take the money from the dissolution of the monasteries to fund a huge coastal fortification project.
I will visit all the places where the barricades and defences of the realm are being built for the encouragement of my troops and to the terror of my enemies.
So Thomas Cromwell, who had been the right-hand man of Henry during these new defences for the realm, now falls out of favour.
I'm not well handled, Mrs. Cromwell.
What we have here is Henry's deposition against Cromwell. He has advised Henry to make a diplomatic alliance, and Henry agrees to marry Anne of Cleves.
She is nothing like what was reported to me. She looks like a horse!
Unfortunately, he's repulsed by her.
I like her not! I like her not!
So, as a consequence, Henry extricated himself from the marriage to Anne of Cleves, and that moves us on to the next wife.
Yes, Catherine Howard.
Will you not come to bed, my lord?
with whom Henry had an equally unsuccessful marriage. And what we're looking at here is a report by the Lords of the Council describing the evidence that had been compiled against Catherine, recounting her sexual encounters prior to her marriage to Henry.
No, Your Majesty!
But she was so young. She was just a teenager.
She was, and she was very naive.
Now, this is the Henry that most of us will recognise.
Yes, this is the Henry that we're all very familiar with, Holbein's famous portrayal of the king. This is how Henry ended up, and it shows in a very visual way the transformation in Henry from conventional medieval prince to revolutionary monarch, which is what we've really tried to show people in the exhibition.
Thank you, Andrea, for showing us the man and the monarch.
You're very welcome.